Hey everybody, welcome back to the Love Dogs channel. I'm Tiff, and in this video I have something kind of special, at least to me. For the first time since I started putting more effort into the YouTube channel and taking it a little bit more seriously with the intent to monetize eventually, I was contacted by a company asking if I'd be interested in doing a review in exchange for a free product. You know, early on when I started this YouTube channel, I had already decided that I wouldn't do partnerships like that unless it was for a product that I already use or that I really wanted to use and that was relevant to my lifestyle. When the company JoyTutus reached out to me and asked if I'd be interested in reviewing their SUV tent, I jumped on it because, as you all know, those of you who have been following for a while, I do car camp in a Napier 84,000 currently, and it's pretty big. It's nice, it fits me and the dogs really well. It has a screen room, it's a 10 by 10 tent, but it's quite large, and for a while now I had been kind of looking at smaller options. JoyTutus did send me this for free in exchange for a video review and some photos, and I accepted that partnership. So that's what this video is. I'm going to do an unboxing, which is part of what they asked for. Part of my disclaimer that I just want to add on here at the beginning is that I have not ever used this tent. This is the first time. It's not even out of the box yet. So for now, this is just an initial unboxing and thoughts. And I'd like to thank JoyTutus for reaching out and sending me this. I'm just going to read you a little bit about the company JoyTutus. I found this on their website. It is a Chinese company. JoyTutus means happiness and safety. Their About Me page says, as a customer-centric seller, we bear JoyTutus in mind in our daily operation, offering a wide selection of car parts that are compatible with most popular brands in the North American markets. All parts and accessories sold by JoyTutus are manufactured according to the strictest industry standards, superior functionality, and premium quality assured. So again, this is called the SUV Tail Tent, and it is made by JoyTutus. And with that, I think I'll just go ahead and open the box. I'm opening this bag and it definitely feels like there's extra space inside the bag. So you know how almost every time you take a tent out of its bag, it's hard to get it back in the bag. And I can already tell with this that, you know, you can see all this extra space here at the top. They've got it obviously really rolled tight in here. So this gives me hope that when I try to put it back in the bag, I'm not going to have any issues because there's plenty of excess space up here right off the bat. Sewn into the bag are the instructions, and it's a real light paper. It would be really easy to tear this out, I think, so I'm just going to be really careful about leaving it in there. You can see on the front of the bag here is a picture of the tent. I understand now why they call it a tail tent. This actually attaches to the car. It is not a standalone SUV car tent. So you open the hatch and basically it's just a small extension, and it looks like it has an awning that comes out. All right, so let's just roll this out so you guys can see what all is inside. Looks like you've got a small bag of steaks, a bag with the awning poles. So as you can see, we're dealing with West Texas wind again, spring in West Texas. But according to the instructions, this part goes up over the top of the vehicle and pulls up actually all the way to the front. I don't know how this is gonna work with my cargo box, either cargo box actually, but we'll just give it a shot anyway. You could probably pull this up underneath the cargo box, under your crossbars. Do the same thing on the other side. Now that we have it tight up around the mirrors, the side mirrors, we can tighten it up around the body of the vehicle. And this is what's going to be tricky for me because of this hitch-mounted cargo box. So one thing I did just read in the instructions, this tent is not seam sealed, and it recommends in the instructions that you seam seal it. So each pole of the awning is 5 sections of aluminum. The metal part that sticks out goes inside the other tube, and that's how they go together. So we got one awning pole. So I'm gonna try to put this one together closer to the camera so you can see. So this is the top. This, I'm gonna assume, goes through a grommet on the awning. And then you have all of these other sections. You have 5 sections total. So the very bottom aluminum piece on each awning pole has a rubber tip on the ends. And there's the second one. And maybe while we have a lull in the wind, sort of, I'll see if I can get the awning up. So what you're gonna do is unzip this, and there's a green flap that lines the awning. Also, I think you could probably go ahead and open your hatch up before doing this. So yeah, there's a grommet up here at the top that goes over each awning pole. This thing only comes with 2 guy lines and 2 stakes, but you might want to put more than just one on there, especially if it's really windy, like it tends to get here in West Texas. So this is it all set up. I'm gonna take the camera off the tripod now and give you a look at some of the details. For starters, I'm gonna let you know that this is loose down here because of my hitch mounted cargo box. This should go down under the car tighter. So this is the SUV Tail Tent. This just attaches to your back hatch with an awning that extends out. It has this material that goes all the way across the roof. The nylon straps here attach around your mirror, but you'll also see that it has this strap that comes down around the back side of the hatch. So here's the hatch sticking up, and then you've got this nylon strap that comes down all the way down each side of the car, and I've just got it buckled around my tire, but it has that strap, and then it has a second strap right here that I actually have tied around my mud flap. Like I was saying on the other side, you know, it has this piece of material that goes all the way up over across the top of your car down to, it almost reaches the top of your windshield, really, right here. And then it has this strap that comes down and clips around your side mirror. I have a cargo box up here, so it was kind of difficult for me to pull this material under my cargo box to attach around my side mirror. I was able to do it, but it was a little bit of a challenge. So you can see it's pretty windy out right now, and the 2 awning poles with 1 guy line and 1 stake on each pole is holding up pretty well. If it was much windier than this, I'd definitely add a guy line and a stake for each pole. Honestly, I'd probably do that anyway if I had it. There's Velcro strips in 2 places on this awning, and then there's Velcro strips down here. So when you close the awning will actually stick in place. And you can also see loops here where you can roll the screen up, put it in those toggles to keep it open. Or I presume if you're not using the awning, you can roll the awning up and toggle it. So right here, I don't know if you can see it in this light, but there's actually a piece of reflective material right there. And there's one on this side as well. Just a small strip of reflective material. So here is the tail tent with the screen rolled up and toggled at the top here. And I'm just going to show you the reason it's baggy right here is because of my hitch mounted cargo box. So I actually have a hitch and a hitch extension. If I didn't have the box attached, then I could probably pull this down and around my hitch and it would tighten this up. All in all, you know, I kind of like this. It allows you to ventilate the back of your car, really. So you would sleep in the back of your car and have that netting zipped down and maybe the awning up, you know, so you've got a little protected space to have dinner or lunch or breakfast or whatever while you're out. Now, some people were commenting on my Napier 84,000 video that they thought maybe a tarp would serve them better, and if that's the case, then maybe this is something you would want to look at. So to take this thing off, we're just gonna unclip the straps here that have gone around the tire and my mud flap here. And we're just gonna take this off the back of the car here. The same thing on this side, I'll just unclip the mud flap strap and then this one that I have going around my tire. And then I'll just pull it off of the back of the car here. Now all that's left to do is unstrap from around the mirror here. Since this comes down over the roof of the car and comes down like this, if you ever want to get in and out of your car, that strap might get in the way. So I'll unclip it from this side mirror. And again, because I have this top cargo box on, I had to pull it underneath the cargo box and underneath my crossbars to get it to fasten up here. So I've got to actually take it out from underneath the crossbars to be able to take it completely off. And then of course the same thing on this side. So we'll just unclip it from this side mirror and pull it out from underneath my crossbars. There you go, now you have a parachute.